Hey everyone, Cloud here, and welcome to my guide to the Nature Spirit quest. Now, for this quest, you're going to need the following requirements. So, you need to have completed the Priest in Peril quest and the Restless Ghost quest, which are the prequels. If you do not buy a Silver Sickle, you will need 18 crafting in order to make one, but I won't worry about it, it's very cheap to buy one from the Grand Exchange. You will also need at least level 10 prayer, or a couple of prayer potions to restore your prayer points, which will make a little bit more sense further on. As for the items, you will need a Silver Sickle. It can be made from a silver bar and a sickle mould, but it's recommended just to buy it from the Grand Exchange to save on trips. So I would do that. I think you can buy one for pretty cheap. You will also need a Ghostspeak Amulet, which you should have had in the previous quest. If you've lost it, you can get one from, I can't remember his name, but there's a priest who lives in the Lumbridge swamp. You can get a replacement one from him. And the only other item, is a mirror, which is a change you in the quest. For recommendations, if you're a low level player, bring some food because you'll be getting attacked by some Ghasts throughout this quest. Combat equipment to kill the Ghasts, like armour and weapon, etc. Prayer potion in case you use up all of your druid pouches, which will make a bit more sense later on. And the Canifis home teleport. Now, you should be able to activate this as soon as you finish Priest in Peril, as you're able to head into Canifis, and the Lodestone can be activated just northeast of the village. Now, if you don't have the Lodestone network fully unlocked, I have a guide on how to do so, which can be found in the description below, and it's very worthwhile having full access to it when completing quests, because it saves a lot of trips and walking, etc, etc. And the only enemies to defeat are 3 level 50 Ghasts, which are fairly easy to be fair. But that is everything for the requirements and items. Now on to quest starting point. So, the quest starting point is to speak to Drezel, who can be located in the passageway between Morytania and Varrock underneath the Patadomus. You'll remember in the Priest in Peril quest, pretty much where you left off is where you'll find him. Now, if you have the Canifis Lodestone already unlocked, you can just head to there from this location. The only other closest one will be to head from the Varrock Lodestone, which will take you a little while. But as soon as you arrive in Canifis, if you haven't unlocked this one, go and activate it, as you're going to need to travel back and forth a couple of times, and it will save you a lot of time doing it. But anyway, I'll speak to you once we arrive at Drezel. So, once you start speaking to Drezel, he'll give you some pies and tell you to take them to a man called Tarlock, who is a friend of his who lives in Morytania. He'll warn you about the Ghasts that will rot your food. You don't need to worry about them though, because the food won't be needed, as you'll find out a bit later on. And you'll also need to make sure you have your Ghostspeak Amulet, but all those items I recommended at the beginning, just make sure you got with you throughout the whole quest. Once you're ready, go back through the barrier into Morytania, and then if you go towards the south area of where you were, you'll come up to a gate which will take you into the Morytania swamp. Now, as soon as you enter the swamp, you're going to need to start heading to the location straight away, as the Ghasts will follow you and try to attack you. Some will rot your food. If you do notice a bit of your food becomes rotten, make sure you drop it, otherwise it will start doing the same to all the other food-related items you have in your inventory. The location we've got to head to is like a little peninsula area, which is south, or a fair few minutes south of where we are. But if you keep looking where my hint arrow is displaying and keep watching where I'm going, it's not too far, and just keep running past the Ghasts and dropping any rotten food as you go along. You'll eventually see the Grotto Tree, which is a round island with a summoning icon on the minimap. Jump across the broken bridge to the grotto. If you fail, you'll swim straight across, but you will lose a small amount of health. As you try to enter the grotto, Tarlock will come out. If you don't have your Ghostspeak Amulet on, you won't be able to understand him, so make sure you've got that equipped. When you start talking to him, he won't believe that he's a ghost, and you'll need to find a way to prove that he is. So if you look, there's a washing bowl near the table. If you take that, you'll then see there's a mirror underneath. Pick that up, and then you can drop the washing bowl. Use the mirror on Tarlock, and you will reveal to him that he's a ghost. And after this, he'll tell you to find his journal, which you can do by searching the Grotto Tree. And once you've found that, you want to give that to him. So he will tell you that he wishes to become a nature spirit, but needs your help to complete the transformation. He'll give you a druidic spell that you can use to cast Bloom, and now you need to head back to Drezel and ask him to bless it for you. You can also ask Drezel to teleport you straight back to Filament for the remainder of the quest, saving you running back and forth. But like I said, if you use the Canifis Lodestone to head back to Canifis, and then you'll be able to go and find Drezel where he was previously. So speak to Drizzle and you'll ask him even, I should say, to bless you. Once you've done that, he'll offer to teleport you back to the nature spirit, so do that now. And now we need to get the other items that we need. So after Drizzle has blessed you, you want to find a rotting log in the swamp and use the druidic spell next to it, and it will make a mushroom, a Morytania fungus grow, and you'll be able to pick that up. Just do it near any sort of log and it will do one. Pick the Morytania fungus up, and then you want to head back to Philemon. So once you return to him, this is the order you need to do to follow in to finish the ritual. You need to use the Morytania fungus on the brownstone. You want to use a use spell card, which is what you should have in your inventory after you've got a Morytania fungus. Use that on the grey stone, and then you want to stand on the orange stone. Once you're standing on the orange stone, turn around and speak to Philemon and tell him you solved the puzzle, and he'll ask you to come inside his grotto. Once you're inside the grotto, Philemon will appear and he'll become a nature spirit. He'll then ask you to give him a Silver Sickle, which hopefully you should have in your inventory. Hand that over to him and he'll bless it, and he'll give you a blessed Silver Sickle and a Druid pouch, and will instruct you to kill 3 Ghasts. So in order to kill the Ghasts, you need to collect some Morytania fungus to fill your Druid pouch with, and what will happen is when a Ghast tries to attack you, you'll use one item from the Druid pouch to make it come visible, and then you'll be able to kill it. So what I recommend doing is going and collecting about sort of 5 or 6 items to fill your Druid pouch with, only because some Ghasts will come and attack you and run off before you even have a chance to kill them, and obviously it will use one item from the Druid pouch. Now this is the part you need prayer points for, as every time you cast Bloom with the Silver Sickle, it will use some prayer points up, so you might need prayer potions if you're a low one. But to save sort of prayer points, if you stand near a location where there's about 3 or 4 logs around you, like I'm doing here, you'll be able to get more than one Morytania fungus per casting of the Bloom spell. Once you have about 6 or 7 items in your Druid pouch, you don't want to kill 3 Ghasts, which are fairly easy. Just be careful of obviously your health and that, and just inflict as much damage on them as you can. Once you have successfully killed 3 Ghasts, you want to return to the grotto and go inside and speak to the nature spirit to finish the quest. After you finish speaking to him, he'll thank you and he'll come on, congratulations, you've completed the nature spirit quest. You are awarded 2 quest points, 3,000 crafting experience, 2,000 defense and constitution experience, 2 treasure hunter keys to use in treasure hunter, 2 hearts of ice, obviously access to the Morytania swamp you can go through here any time, which is an easier route than crossing through haunted woods. You would have got some pies unless they were completely rotted by the Ghasts. Hopefully you were lucky to salvage a couple. Access to the altar of nature, which is where the grotto is, and basically in there you can use to train your summoning, and you can also replenish and temporarily boost your prayer points when you use the altar in there. The ability to fight Ghasts by using Druid pouches. If you lose your blessed sickle, you can regain it by dipping a sickle in the altar of nature. And you would also gain 90 experience through killing the Ghasts, which give 30 prayer experience each. And also completion of this quest is required for quite a few other quests as well, so it's definitely one you want to do earlier rather than later. So yeah, not an overall bad reward, and it's a fairly easy quest. It's just a bit of a pain having to get the druid items to obviously kill the Ghasts with. However, actually using Morytania fungus is a little good money making method, as it's used in summoning, I believe, or agility, hunter. No, not even hunter, herblore, spit it out, Cloud. But they can be worth a bit on the grand exchange, so you can make a little bit of a money making method there by collecting Morytania fungus. Also, the experience in crafts and defense and constitution might bump you up a few levels if you're a low one like I was during this quest. I don't think you'll run into any problems using this guide. However, if you get stuck, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye.